Okay, what's up, guys? Now, here's a what if I never really thought about and never really thought I would do. This is no question. This sound. Hold, hold up. This is what if Kosh or what if my Dragon Ball Z character. This really isn't him. I'm technically just taking someone else's character. I don't know what it was, but I, I'm just using him. This isn't my actual character. Hopefully the person does not get mad at me for this. And the character was originally actually supposed to be black, because like I am, but I guess I just imagine he's black. There. And I do have another version, like the teen and adult version of him I wanted to try, but there's a high possibility I might have to change that because like the way the character, just reasons. Just reasons. So, but yeah, this is what if I, or what if Kosh was in Dragon Ball Z. Let's get into it. We go to where we see baby Kosh in a pod, and we see his parents on planet Sadal. Well, let's go into a further backstory about him. As a baby, a very, very small one, well, not really small, like when he's first born, his father was the king of a different planet. And so there was a scientist, and also don't question how they got these freaking samples. Don't question it. But they have Namekian, Freezer races, Demon, and Demon blood, and a lot of. Still question how they got this. Hold up. But yes, as with that, he would be born with those. And for Namekians, because he doesn't know, he can't scratch his arm, no. But if he gets chopped up, he's able to grow it. And with Freezer Race DNA, he's able to survive in the vacuum of space. And Demon is for many other things. He's also given dragon blood. And like I said, do not question it. Now, his father did ship him off. But he would be land on a planet. This planet being called Zyphro. Zyphro was a planet where humans, well, not really humans, but humanoid humans, aliens, no, well, aliens that look like humans and develop technology and got modern clothes, like our clothes. So that's what he's wearing, just as what Coach is wearing in the thumbnail. As so, now a lot of you guys are probably wondering, am I going to continue the Asta would have, what if Asta had cyber magic? I will be continuing that. But if this video gets to 15, no, if this video can get to, 15 likes, I will continue this, and I will continue the Asta. Because I'm going to do the Astas on Fridays. And this, I'm going to do this on Sunday, because today's a Sunday. So, yeah, Friday and Sunday. Those are the 2 days I'm going to be using. And I don't know if I'm going to be taking the Naruto. I don't get many views on there or any likes, so I don't know if I'm going to be continuing it. But, as with this, I would be, well, of course, would go to school, learning about many things. As soon he would learn more and more about Ki and such. But we'll go to the present time, where he is training with the strongest warrior. Now, let's go to power level scaling. My character's power level is around 15,000 due to him training with and the upper power level. But that's him at full power, which he does not have yet. His power for right now is only 50. He doesn't know about his full power and such. So, you can see he's gonna continue to get his body by the strongest warrior. The strongest warrior's power level is around 15, is also 15,000. So, yeah, but they do have a healer watching the fight. So, he is getting gradually shrunk due to his sand DNA and the other genetics he has in his implanted in his body. And soon, he eventually gave up on training. But doesn't mean he would stop it. No. He just gave up training for that 1 week. He eventually came back to it. Now here's a question I have for some of you guys. If you guys can please make or draw me a character I could use, the character I use. The original hairstyle for my character would be it was gonna be a mixture of Super Saiyan 2 King Gohan's hair with Super Saiyan 4, well, no, Super Saiyan 4, and Super Saiyan 2 Goku's hair. But, at last, I cannot. So with that, and the older version, I can't really decide, but I do have a premonition what I want to look like. I'll show you guys in a couple minutes. This is what it will look like. Also, this is not mine, but I do have another version. Don't worry about that. But I do have another version I would like to show. But I cannot, but I will try. Maybe I'll show it in the next video. Plus, I will be having you guys decide which one. But I do have, that's like the first one I was thinking. But the second one might not be. Well, probably would be the one I would be picking, since I really don't see many people using that. But, yes. One day, Kosh was training with the strongest warrior. There would be a huge explosion. And they would move towards the area, slowly, dropping their ki levels down. As they would see 5 pods with the emblem of the Ginyu Force. Now this would be the Ginyu Force. They would immediately attack the planet. The strongest warrior would try to fight, but he would die. Now Kosh would fall on the ground, as they would somewhat seem to kill Kosh. After that, Kosh would open his eyes, being pulled to the rubble, saying that he lived. But he was trying to see if anyone else lived, saying that they didn't. He would be sad, but he heard some noises. He would boost over the fine, saying saying 4 students. One of them, 2 of them being a girl, and the other 2 being boys. It's like, yes, like some people still lived. One of them looking at him. It's like, Kosh, you're alive. Him being the oldest, poking out blood, coughing. Anyway, we should probably leave as they would. But one of the girls wouldn't know how to technology, and since also this planet would not be put up for sale. The reason for this is because they never really saw this as a place to use this for sale. Plus, they didn't really care for the planet, neither did Frieza. They just wanted it gone. So, with that, they used that planet to train. And so, years go by. They still look the same. They're all about this time. They're really in their teens, but not like, they're like young teens. So they're not 18, 19, or any of those. I'm pretty sure that's considered young adult, but yeah. They're at least 13, 14, and 15. They're not 16, 17, or 18, or 19, or 20. So yeah, they're the oldest. Well, the oldest would be actually 19. He would be the strongest. His power level being up that of 700 million, well, 700,000. And the 2 girls, actually, no, I should probably tell you guys their names. One of their names would be Toxin. Toxin will be the oldest, He's 19, and his power is 700. Now, you guys probably would remember Toxin from that little video. That's exactly what he looks like. Now, Kosh does not look like that, as you guys can see. But if you guys would try to, at least try to make that character into a drawing, try. I would like to see what you guys will come up with. And I might actually use that for the next time. Might actually use it. And give a shout out to you guys. So, but with that, the two girls' names will be Era and Elise. They would be looking like Heian. Well, not really, but they look like, one of them would look like Super Saiyan Bra, or her hair would be black. Yeah, Super hairstyle. She was more the edgy one, but also kind of nice at the same time. So she wore black and white. Now, at least she was pretty cheerful. She looked it like Videl. Well, no. She had Yamcha. Her hair was down. Well, she kept it in a ponytail, but sometimes it would be down, and she had black hair also. That's because they were also part Saiyan. Only parts. Some Saiyans did. They probably. But here's another question. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. But you guys are probably wondering, wait, why didn't the father just send him to the planet that he was king on? That's because he was still young at the time, and even though it would take a huge toll on him, he didn't really like it, saying his son. He wasn't that cruel. So, yeah, but back to the story. She wore gi and had and were wearing jackets. Well, she wore a jacket on top of her gi and normal pants too. No, the rest of the outfits. Now you see what my character is wearing. Now for the last person, his name would be Eon. No, it would be Eon. Eon would he would have Goten's hair. Or no. No, he would have actually future Gohan Super Saiyan hairstyle that's black, and he would wear gi similar to his outfit, except it will be green and black. So yeah, that's what they look like. Back to power scaling. Era and Elise at the same level. There are at least 30,000. Now, with Eon, he was up there he was the second oldest. So that'll make him 18. Well, technically he was 17. Yeah, he was 17. And his power level he was also the second strongest. He would also be 15,000. But the reason why he's the second strongest is, even though they're evenly matched, every time they would fight, Eon would get his ass, he would just get folded by, I forgot his name, Toxin. Yeah, he would get folded by Toxin. But continuing that, but my character's power level would still be the lowest. He was at the power level 920. That's it. That's his power level. My character isn't as strong because he just can't tap into his full power. But after training a lot, his full power, he was actually the strongest. Wait, didn't I say like 700,000? Or was it 15,000? You guys correct me in the comments. If I said 700,000, then his power level then Ian's power level would also been the same. I did not mean 15,000, but if I did say what I said, also with that, I would have to make a couple of my own characters who would be evil, and because basically what I'm getting off here is, sure, they were all in the same universe as Goku and Vegeta, but there were also evil people in the time. Other evil people that Goku and Vegeta never really knew about. So, with that, but he would come across another fierce race named Winter, who eventually became the king of his father's land. So, yes, about the training a lot, they eventually became much better and strong. Kosh eventually found out how to tap into his real power, but he never showed it all to anyone. With that, he would actually have the power level of 1000 million. Well, technically, yeah, 1000 million. No, not 1000, fuck, stupid. He would have power level of 900, yeah, 900,000. That would be his power. So he's technically the strongest, but he likes that, like, he's the weakest. Just, plus he never really goes all out. But that's he would be strong. And so, continuing on the story, Toxin would ask them to train once more. But everyone felt off because normally Kosh would be there for the training, but he's not. So they would go out to try and find him. Since they do have to train at night. I mean, they train at night and in the morning, but they mostly like train at night since, well, no one can really stop them. But they do get some rest. They're training. Now, they would look outside to see Kosh staring at the moon. He would close his eyes, seeing there's no effect. But the reason for this was because he would have an over-recurring nightmare, seeing the same version of him, but looking more demonic and Majin and mostly one time. And he would eventually die because of that. He would eventually just unassumingly would see him dying to the exact same person. And that's because he thought of his life was meaningless. After seeing his master die and he couldn't do nothing. He thought he was imperfect. Now that was not a pun to sell, but maybe it will be a hint to something. Now it will not be a bio entry, but it is a hint to something. You guys trying to think about what's going on, you know what I mean, in the comments. And if you guys can, I will give a huge shout out to you guys. So, with that, he would eventually given. Okay, hold up. Planes are really starting to get annoying. But anyway, he would try. So I would say, they would realize he's been having a pretty tough time with this training. Plus, he's always standing there looking at the moon. They never know why, but someone would say maybe it has something to do where he came from. Well, he doesn't seem like he came from this planet, one of them would say. You guys are worth saying. He's a Saiyan, and sometimes he would lose control. Maybe he's just testing to see if where he would get, if he really was a Saiyan, or were they just saying that? Because they don't actually know if he's a real Saiyan or not. And neither does he. Well, he thinks he's not, at least. But one day, he would, but not, he would sit down to train, to stop training. And they would go, leaving him alone, and he would go back home with them. So, with that being said, I'm not ending it off here. But he does pass out. So, well, he would meditate, actually. With that, he would enter his mindscape. Now, this is when the real dream would come in hand. As it wasn't an actual dream, it was something to come soon. As he would just seem to be fighting, he would be scared while he's fighting, tapping into all his power and almost losing. Until he got beaten down and the demonic version of him would yell, "This is the end," as he would charge up and blast, ready to kill. I don't know if you guys can hear me because of these dang airplanes, but if you guys didn't know, I said he was ready for his death. Well, the guy who had the key blast down to blast him. But anyway, he was ready to die. He would close his eyes, smiling, saying, "I mean, I guess I deserve this." As the beam would connect, but there would be an explosion. He was thinking that he would finally be controlled. As he would stop laughing, looking, seeing that his hair was red and purple. Now, hold up. Let me just pause the video real quick. Hopefully that was the last of it. But yes, his hair. As he would be seen to have a dragon, Frieza-like, and demonic tail. Hold up. With that, at last, he would completely awaken the transformation. As, like I said, he would have the same tail. His nails being sharp and kind of having like dragon type scales. As he would open his eyes, one of his eyes would be purple, the other one would be red, but in the inside they would be both in the different colors. And then when that was complete, there were stars in the middle with the same color. For some odd reason, he doesn't know what's going on. It was like he wasn't even in control. And soon after that, he killed the dark entity. And his memories were erased of that form because that entity that he made with that pure, he made that entity with his pure power. But it also vanished along with his memories because it died out. Hold up. Because he could not tap into the power at will. But he would have some memory of it. Only the dark man, and he thought he would die. That was it. But he got out of it. He was happy about that. He was happy that he lived it. But for some reason, he passed out. This was due to the form. It took a lot out of him. And let me just explain what the form was. Now, I'm going to call it a certain name. The name being Demon. No, not Demon. It would be called. I was going to call it genetic, but you guys can name it down in the comment section below. Now, he did not have any dynamic features. No. But there was one more feature that I forgot out. Under the jacket and such were other scales, his body, and such. So, that would end the transformation. But, I'm going to be ending it right here due to this dang airplanes. Hope you guys like it. Please if you guys are new around here, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification button so you guys don't miss out every time I upload. Now, I will be calling you guys something. I will call you guys my little keys. Bye, my guys, my little keys.